look, I'm gonna try to make this a good vibe, but this shit might be kind of serious, y'all. But I do love y'all. And just know, everybody started losing their jobs. We all most likely we're gonna be broke together. We can go live in the woods. We can build our communities. We can, you know what I'm saying? We could just leave all this stuff behind. I think that's why they came out with that movie a long time ago, Leave the World Behind, because nigga, we might need to leave the world behind together. Because I refuse to live broke. I'm not gonna be nobody's slave to no system where you pay me a wage where you could just take my money away if I got a different opinion than everybody else. And I'm just gonna take my ass on in the woods. Me and my kids, we gonna just be living there. So just let me know if y'all with me on this one. But look, smash that like button. I do appreciate y'all for coming through, stopping by, kicking it with your boy. But look, man, let's get into this video. Let's get it to 15,000 likes.
Walmart will go completely robot by 2026, or 65% of it, which means 65% of 2.1 million people worldwide are not going to have a job. What do you think about that family-friendly Walmart now? Profit over people.
A convenience store / stand that's completely run by a robot is located by the Bund in Shanghai, China. I saw this and I immediately knew I must know what is happening. I dragged my friend from across the street. You use this tablet to pick your selection, and once you pick your selection, you'll use Alipay or WeChat Pay to scan to pay. As soon as you've paid, the robot is on the way to your snack. Was he the fastest robot? No, but I definitely think this is the future. I think we're gonna start seeing this pop up a lot more places. It was so cool watching this robot work. Have you ever seen a convenience store completely ran by a robot? The only thing I've seen that's kind of similar to this, especially in Shanghai, has been like automated coffee machines or even a ramen stop. Even then it's more vending machine style, definitely not an entire store. This was so cool to see. Like and follow.
And a bunch of people out here in the world that think just like me. Like, absolutely not. He not gonna be, that's gonna piss me off if I have to go to the store and he moving. This nigga moving slow like that, just gliding across the room. I ain't come here for that. And you move that slow, oh, that's diabolical. That's diabolical. I'm definitely gonna go live in the woods.
And instead of people walking up and down the aisles of a traditional grocery store to pick up items, these little devices move more than 1 million items every day between them. Instead of trying to build machines that fit into a world designed for humans, this entire facility, the size of 7 football fields, is custom built to make this as efficient as possible. I cannot get across on camera just how incredibly large this whole place is.
Job cuts, Andrew, in the U.S. surging past 1 million so far this year, with 153,000 new layoffs announced just in October, according to Challenger. That is the worst October since 2003. Here are the numbers. October up 153. That compares with September. That's 100,000 more than September, and 100,000 more than this time last year in October 2024. Andy Challenger commenting, some industries are correcting after the hiring boom of the pandemic, but this comes as AI adoption, softening consumer and corporate spending, and rising costs drive belt tightening and hiring freezes. Announced layoffs don't always lead to actual cuts and could take place from attrition, but the report puts in perspective what we've been reporting here day after day, week after week. Series of marquee announcements unveiled in recent weeks across U.S. industries, including UPS, Amazon, Target, among others, Paramount, Rivian, all these companies there. Government has been responsible year to date for 308,000. But look at that, tech 141. That could be where you see a lot of the AI, maybe some in warehousing, but a big chunk of that's going to be UPS as well as potentially.
See? You see it? Warehousing, technology, like they're replacing everything.
Some hit from reduced flows of trade. Retail's up there, as is services at 64,000. You take out the
retail's going to be affected by people not being able to spend money because everybody is broke. And even for the people making a lot of money, you still broke. You want to know why? Because everything else is so expensive. You have to be super rich. I'm talking about millions and millions of dollars in your bank account in order to be comfortable. You could be 100,000 there and that shit could be gone real quick, man.
We need electricians. We're going to need people who can maintain and service the robots. That is a very specialized tech trade. So it's not as though suddenly jobs are just gone. It's just that new jobs are replacing.
We're going to be in support of robots.
Some of the rote ones.
Right.
And it's gonna be a few.
What is your prediction for the year 2027?
So we're looking at a world where we have levels of unemployment we've never seen before. We're probably looking at AGI as predicted by prediction markets and tops of the labs.
So we'd have artificial general intelligence by 2027. How would that make the world different to how it is now?
So if you have this concept of a drop-in employee, you have free labor, physical and cognitive, trillions of dollars of it. It makes no sense to hire humans for most jobs. If I can just get, a $20 subscription or a free model to do what an employee does, first, anything on a computer will be automated. And next, I think humanoid robots are maybe 5 years behind. So in 5 years, all the physical labor can also be automated. So we're looking at a world where we have levels of unemployment we've never seen before. I'm not talking about 10% unemployment, which is scary, but 99%.
Pay attention, because what I'm about to show you isn't just science fiction anymore. We built a robot named Neo that's ready to move into your house. And this might be the line that humanity never was supposed to cross. Matter of fact, look at this. This is Neo, the world's first consumer-ready humanoid robot, created by 1X Technology out of Norway. This robot is 5'6", 66 pounds, and powered by an AI brain. The same kind of technology behind chatbots. But this is the physical one. It talks, listens, and it learns. This bot will fold your laundry, greet your guests, clean your room, and patrol your house while you're gone. And for anything that it can't do, you can hire a real person to control it remotely through virtual reality. You heard what I just said? Meaning someone can walk around your home through a robot, and you can get all of that for $20,000. And if you ain't got that $20,000, they'll put you on a plan. You can get all of that for $499 a month. But let's talk about it. They say it's about helping humanity, but when robots start replacing labor, recording faces, and mapping homes, that's not help. That's called control. Your house becomes its training ground, and your data becomes its memory. And now we jump down that rabbit hole. What if this isn't about convenience? What if it's about dependency? Getting us used to letting these machines run our lives. Because once it's in your home, once it connects to your Wi-Fi and your habits, you're the one that's not in charge anymore. Neo might not be the future. Neo might be a test. And if we fail that test, we won't be just living with robots. We'll be living for them. I'm out.
Stop! What are you doing? That's my mirror. What are you doing? Stop! Stop! One of your units just ran into my mirror and is causing damage. I'm a little worried. That's not gonna work. Oh my god. My wall is slightly damaged. The robot is going rogue. Let's say that I'm an 8-year-old and it's just me and Terminator 12,000 here. Would I be able to get away from it? Does it see me?
It's looking right at you.
Now we're going to be testing the robot in residential applications to see if it's safe. Alright, come on, stand up. Whoa! Oh my god. Ooh. I need you to cook me a meal. I need protein, it needs to be healthy. It's a gas stove. Be careful. You see yourself? That's a mirror, yeah. You stupid idiot. Alright, cook a meal. No. That's a weight. Stop, settle down! So if you can cook me the meal, I'm gonna go on in here and play Fortnite, okay? Yeah. What the all I do is clean up after you.
Daddy, chill.
Shut it off! Somebody shut it off! Get out of my house! Now we're gonna do the burglary test. Oh. Get back! I'm very curious if the robot can bust through the door into my house.
It's gonna break through the door.
I think so too.
I changed my mind again.
Genuinely, if this is a robot or a human, I'm actually putting way more money on a robot coming through. You hear something?
Is he really gonna bust through this? This is diabolical, y'all. I'm not letting these robots in my house, man. It's only a matter of time before this robot starts whooping your ass. I can do without the robots. And plus, I feel like I'm being even more surveilled than what my cell phone does. Even, because I be on the toilet with my phone. So I'm pretty sure they got like 1 million forehead pictures and, chest hair pictures and shit like that, from this angle looking up. But it's just diabolical already. I don't need him walking around following me with the cameras. Y'all getting this?
Breaking it.
Here we go. Oh no! Bro! Oh my god! Not even a problem at all. You do not stand a chance.
How can I help? I opened the box, and this is in it. And it has some very KKK's cross. Fucking. This was in my box of Velveeta.
So I'll admit, when I first saw that video, I took it with a grain of salt. But upon doing some further research, this is something that's happening very frequently. So all across Pennsylvania for the past few months, people have been finding these bizarre, cryptic, conspiracy-laden notes packaged with their food or other home good items. Someone found one of these notes in a Velveeta box. The person at the beginning found theirs in a Velveeta box. And they've been found in dog food containers, pasta, cake mix, candy, and cookies. Whoever's putting these notes in these boxes has access to a lot of food. Now, obviously, whatever this person is putting on these notes is coded in some way. I haven't really found anybody that's been able to decipher what this note actually means, but it's incredibly offensive and incredibly bizarre, making references to a number of disturbing topics. It really is a mystery. Who has access to this much food? Who's bringing these notes in and who's putting them in boxes? Obviously, whatever this person has tried to do by spreading this message has worked because their message is now blasted all over social media, whatever that message is. But I really hope that they can find...
Larry, what do you think the meaning of life is?
Work! It's important to be useful. Look at me, I got it all figured out. I get up, I shower, I come to work, I work all day, I go home, I go to sleep. I get up, I shower, I come to work, I work all day, I go home, I go to sleep. I get up, I shower, I come to work.
Pick up a job to buy a house or raise kids or to impress your dad. You work away your life, and what does it get you?
Smiles and faces?
No. You get cash. Cash that can't buy back what the job takes. Not if you rode every seahorse in the world.
Whoa. But bees know that every small job, if it's done well, means a lot. But choose carefully, because you'll stay in the job that you pick for the rest of your life.
The same job for the rest of your life? I didn't know that.
What's the difference?
Huh?
And you'll be happy to know that bees as a species haven't had one day off in 27 million years. Woo!
So you'll just work us to death?
We'll sure try.
Sign here, please. Initial here, and here, and here. Oh, look, it's a picture I took of you the first time I ever came here. Ah, look at you, so young and happy. Where do the years go?
Dad, why do I have to go to school?
So you can get a job.
But why do I need a job?
So you can earn money.
Continue ahead. But why do I need money?
To buy the stuff the TV makes us want.
But why do I need to buy stuff?
Because if you didn't buy stuff, everyone would be out of a job and no one would have any money.
Wait, so I have to work for the rest of my life to pay for stuff that I don't want just so everyone else can suffer the same horrible fate as me?
Exactly.
You just live your life without thinking, don't you?
I believe you are underestimating me, son.
Come on, surely there's more to life than that.
Nope.
Oh, you son of a bitch. They're doing a full lockdown of the UK. So listen to this one now. They're not just introducing the UK digital ID. They're saying that every UK citizen has to be in bed by 10 p.m. They are also looking to turn off the TV and internet by 10 o'clock. They claim it's to reduce digital addiction. They say too many people are spending far too much time online. But they don't just stop there. They're saying by April 2026, they're going to be stopping Google Maps, GPS, and all satellite navigational systems. Why are they doing this? They say anybody breaking this law or found awake after 10 p.m. will be fined on the spot.
That shit can't be true. It can't. I can't let him. That is that true? Is that true, y'all? Let me know. Go look. I ain't look it up. That sounds diabolical. Ain't no damn way. Y'all gonna let them do that to y'all? I know a lot of y'all out there in the UK watch my channel. Y'all gonna let this shit happen to y'all? I know we not. We're gonna tear this motherfucker up. I ain't gonna lie to you. We're gonna tear it up. Y'all gonna do it too? Ain't no damn way.
They say even the internet suppliers will be supporting the UK government by informing them who's online and who is active past 10 p.m. And in some cases, they're just going to turn off your internet completely. So it seems that there's more to worry about than the digital ID. It seems that they're going to be doing a full lockdown on the UK.
It's a difference between us taking a break ourselves from this, but somebody forcing you. Absolutely not. We're not children. You're not going to force me. It's about that. We can't unplug, but it's not up to y'all to make people unplug from the internet at this point. Stop the selling of sugar. Try that. Stop the selling of alcohol. Try that. Let's try those things first then. You know? They be worried about the wrong shit. Those things harming us more than anything.
That you get paid currently?
Senator, that's well disclosed in our proxy documents in each of the years that I've been employed.
Yeah, but what is it?
It's a big number, sir.
Well, let me help you out. It's $32.8 million this year. Does that sound right?
He ain't want to say it, y'all. Diabolical.
Yes, it does.
That's a 45% increase over last year. Does that sound right?
Yes, it does.
You've got 32,000 machinists. So American workers who work for you. These are Boeing employees in the Pacific Northwest. Well, they got 1% wage increases over 8 years. 1% over 8 years. You got a 45% increase just last year. And you're making $33 million. Do you think maybe these folks deserve a raise? What is it that you get paid currently?
What?
Tiki, I have a genuine question for you. Has anybody actually finished the game of Monopoly? And if you haven't, I'll let you know. About an hour or two into Monopoly, what happens is the bank goes broke. Okay, there's no more money to give out. All the houses are bought, so there's no more land. And you're either rich or you're either poor. About an hour into Monopoly. And it's really weird, okay? I've never seen anybody else do this. Personally do this because, stop it. I make deals with people on the board. Hey, look, if I land on your property, don't charge me and I won't charge you. Okay? And if you get in trouble, I'll loan you. And when you get it back, just pay me back. That's how I play Monopoly. And nobody likes to play Monopoly with this because you know why? Because nobody can get rich in Monopoly when I play with them. I get the community to do what it should do. We barter in Monopoly. And see, that kind of defeats the purpose of Monopoly when the community barters with each other. And see, what I dislike most about Monopoly is those who have the most in Monopoly, they always want to keep playing. It's crazy. Tiki, I have a genuine question for you. Has anybody actually...
This entire food stamp debacle has really forced me to tip my hat to the government, and I'm not one to tell them that they're doing a good job with things, but the way that they're able to keep people stupid as fuck, even with internet access, these boys got it. Like these boys know how to prop. Because if I collected $5 trillion in tax revenue last year like the U.S. government did, then took $99 billion, which is only 2% of that money, and sent that on SNAP benefits, then took $181 billion, which is 3.7% of that money, and sent that to corporate welfare. Then I got online and people are calling SNAP benefit recipients broke and telling them to stop looking for corporate handouts. I'd expect some fucking flowers. I expect some type of, look everybody, I'm stealing they shit and they haven't noticed trophy. Because even though they've received over $15.6 billion in government subsidies over the last 20 years, I ain't seen nobody call Boeing a broke bitch yet. How you on government assistance for 2+ decades and still got y'all hand out? Y'all must be hiding y'all money in a fucking plane. Jeff Bezos is one of the richest men on the planet. Money's not even an object to him anymore. Yet nobody told his begging ass to get a better job, even though Amazon has received over $14.5 billion in government subsidies over the last 20 years. Where the fuck is the money, Jeff? Are you shipping it back out in the Amazon box? Henry Ford passed away in 1947. The U.S. government has still given Ford over $9 billion in government subsidies over the last 20 years. If 78 years ain't long enough to get your shit together, it just ain't gonna happen. Even though General Motors is worth over $64.5 billion, even though they received the $17 billion bailout back in the 2008 financial crisis, Even though they've received over $8 billion in government subsidies over the last 20 years, they still want full price for a Cadillac. Are y'all using the money to build cars? Is that why y'all still got y'all hand out? Because y'all are actually turning cars into... Imagine owning a company worth over $1 trillion, then you get on the phone with New York and say, hey, if y'all want us to build Teslas out there, y'all gonna have to spend $959 million of y'all money. I'm not building my own manufacturing plant. That's crazy talk. And if y'all want me to stay, the rent gonna have to be $1 a year. Yes, $1 fucking dollar. I'm not paying nothing. The average taxpayer paid about $17,500 into federal income taxes last year. They took about $500 of that and sent that to SNAP benefits. They took about $2,800 of that and sent that to the Department of War. I know we don't all agree that we should feed kids, but I'm sure we can agree that we shouldn't be blowing them the fuck up.
Well, well, well. Has anybody else noticed that since we declared a mass blackout to start on Black Friday, that stores all across the US of A today are starting their sales next week instead of Black Friday? They think we're that dumb, honey. They think we're that dumb. They think, well, all the people agreed not to come out after Black Friday for a week to spend their money, so we'll just offer the deals sooner, give them some thrills, get their money then. So this is just your reminder, friend, that you can start withholding your money right now, honey. Okay.
And I will tell you right now, as God is my witness, if we lose the midterms and we lose 2028, some in this room are going to prison, myself included.
Why are these people just talking? Why are they talking like that? I wonder why.
So Sephora must really think y'all stupid. Let's see who fall for their bullshit. They made that whack-ass commercial with Mariah Carey disrespecting the whole world, and now they want to fake apologize. And their apology ain't even an apology. The way they're apologizing is saying that they're having half off everything. So they could disrespect you, but you could still spend your money with them. You ain't hear what I just said, right? They didn't even have the decency to say, you know what, we apologize for the commercial that we made. Mariah Carey didn't have the decency to say, you know what, we apologize for the commercial that we made. What they said was, if you keep buying our product, keep being stupid, we'll still mess with you. So we're going to give you 50% off. Oh, and if you didn't see the commercial, look at this shit. Here we go. This shit is whack too. This shit is whack.
Spill the tea. Who's the thief? Busted! Bad news, Mariah Carey. The elves are striking this year.
Bad news, Mariah. The elves are striking this year. That's how y'all feel about us? I keep telling y'all, we as the consumer have more power than the people that sell the products. All you have to do is not go in them stores, not purchase their shit, and guess what happens? Their companies drop. And they know that. That's why they say, you know, we're going to give y'all 50% off. And some ladies, some gentlemen buying things for ladies are still going to go in those stores and say, you know what? The commercial wasn't that bad. They wasn't talking to me. Oh, yeah? I'm out.
And that's a fact, though. But look, I'm not judging you, but I would say choose what's best for your pockets and your family. Me in particular, I'm not indulging in none of this stuff. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. The world has been changing, and I've been seeing the signs. I done changed with it. Some is gonna like well, we have to understand that some people, we're at different levels of comprehension when it comes to this. Some catch on faster, some catch on a little bit later. But I mean, eventually, us getting there is the end goal. So I don't want to get on here and just shit on people and make you feel bad about you wanting to celebrate. At a certain point in time, you'll start to understand. Look up your ancestry. Look up a bunch of different things about you. Do that soul searching for real, so you can understand like these things are not in our benefit, man. And you see how they mistreat you. So pay attention to this next segment so you can see how it translates to them saying it without saying it at the same time. Just pretty much calling everybody fucking idiots, and they play in our faces like we're dumb. But let's get back to it. Watch this.
Best rapper alive. Tupac.
You said he lives on.
Not a lot. I know. I keep doing.
You said, listen,
She got uncomfortable because she don't know.
West Coast girls think Tupac lives on. I'm with you. So Tupac, keep going.
We keep doing that. Who would I say?
We keep doing that.
I mean, there's so many. I mean, you know, there are some that I.
And this is both sides, y'all. So this is both sides. Trump and all these other people. They play in our faces, man. You just got to catch the game that they running on you. That's all it is. So I'm not saying one is better than the other. I don't get into all that. But at the end of the day, they all play in our faces, and you got to see the warfare that they fight. Watch this.
I would not mention right now because they should stay in their lane. But
stay in their lane.
I know what that means. I want to know who one of those are.
Keep moving.
Okay,
Keep moving, Angela.
All right. That was not supposed to be a stumper.
Keep moving because she doesn't know any rappers. I don't want to mention some because they should just stay in their lane. What? This woman asked, who's the best rapper alive? And she said, Tupac. Have y'all not realized that they're pandering to black people yet? They will say anything to get you to like them. Have you not realized that yet? Have you not woken up yet? You realize they're laughing at you guys behind the scenes, right? Oh, say this, they'll like it, they're idiots. You realize they don't care anything about you, right? They are pandering to black people. Just in case you think I'm lying, check this out.
What's something that you always carry with you?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Are you getting information right now?
Hot sauce.
Hot sauce in my bag, Sway?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yes.
Now listen, I just want you to know, people are going to see this and say, okay, she's pandering to black people.
Of course.
Okay.
He knew that because he knew that. That's why he said it in a joking way to cue her to that and try to, you know, smoothing it out, bro. Like, come on, man. We need some reporters that's gonna stand on business and let her just know without a joking manner. I feel like you're just pandering to us at the moment. You really fucked up the mood. Cause stuff like that, comments like that, fuck up the mood. I ain't gonna lie to you. Let's get back to it though.
Is it working?
Is it working?
What's something that you always carry?
Is it working? Hillary Clinton says she carries hot sauce in her bag all the time. I mean, what else do you have to see? Birds of a feather flock together. They're pandering to black people. They don't care anything, and I mean anything about you. They are laughing at you behind the scene. Wake up. So I'm in C.
And this what happens when you pull your money away from them, and everybody say that they're not celebrating anything or buying any of their products. Look at this diabolical shit. I've never seen this many in one location. This shit got me hot. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, but yeah.
Yes, and this is what I see.
Look at this shit.
Cool. Black Santa.
When you wanted to find one, you couldn't find one, but when you don't want it, then now you can find all of them. That's probably all the ones they had in their storage containers that they made that they was just like, we're not gonna give you a representative. This is kind of what that feel like, but we was hiding them. We was taking them hostage. They was in our basements. Now we're gonna put them on display. These old ass Santa Clauses. Look at this stupid shit. Man, come on, y'all. Y'all have never seen that many ever in close proximity of each other. Ever. Ever. I wish I had an echoing sound effect. I'm gonna give me some sound effects. Ever. And look at this shit.
Kind of makes me wonder, what was this 20, 30 years ago when you needed a black Santa? But better yet, who are these people? And it's kind of making me wonder why I only see these folks up here and not one white Santa.
I get the point yet. Still ain't get it? There's a big one. There's some small ones. There's some light-skinned ones.
Well, I'm going massive machine things here at NAMA 2025. I'm checking out this wicked awesome piece of equipment by the Ven Hub. Check this out, man. I'm going to give a little demonstration. I have Money here with me. She's with the Ven Hub, and she's going to show me exactly how we do this. Let's go now, Money.
Let's get started. Our store is 24/7 autonomous robotic smart store.
Okay.
So I would like you to pick an item of your choice and get to experience it yourself.
I get one item, or I can get two items?
You can know, of course. Get as many as you like.
All right. Let me try this Powerade.
Yeah, so we're going to, exactly.
One, and I'm going to get a snack. Let's get the Ritz.
Perfect. And then we're going to go over to the shopping cart and press checkout.
Oh, checkout. Yeah. Okay.
And it's that easy. Your order's getting started.
That's it?
Our lovely robots, Barb and Peter, are preparing it.
Let's check it out. Wow.
And the really cool thing is both of them have a little toolbox that they're able to switch from a suction cup to a gripper.
Okay.
So they're able to pick up a variety of objects.
So it switches automatically? You have to go in and manually switch it and it does it?
Correct.
Okay.
So once you place the order, it knows that, hey, it's a box of chocolate, I need a suction cup. So
Okay.
you can look at your Ritz over there.
Yes.
The suction cup.
Okay.
And then once it's ready to get your drink, it switches to the gripper.
Sweet. So depending on where the product is, it delivers to whichever delivery bin, I'm assuming.
So it is a randomized bin it will get assigned to.
Okay.
And the app will notify you. So once your order is ready, it's going to notify you. And then it's going to tell you you have a time range to pick up your order.
Okay.
So it says your order's ready, claimed by 7:14 p.m. Open bin number 1. Once we tap it, it's going to go down slowly like an elevator.
Okay.
And then the bin will open automatically.
Oh, that's sweet.
There it is.
Nice. Let's go, guys. The Ven Hub machine things. I love this. We need this in Antigua, man. Let's go, man. Machine Man signing out. Wow, this is awesome.
People are cooked. The people are just cooked.
AI is going to change your entire world by 2030, not 2050, within the next 5 years. And it might take your job in the next 2 years. In fact, it might be taking your job right now. Go to a CVS, go to a Walgreens, go to a grocery store. Your high school education, increasingly that job is gone. Go to a convenience store, go to a call center, right? Within the next couple of years, you're gonna have 100 million plus virtual AI humanoids by phone. You won't even be able to tell that they're not human. You have robotics that are literally zeroing out jobs. Don't get mad, by the way. This business is job to be efficient. Your job is to get even by becoming successful, by relearning, upskilling, change. Your job's not gonna be taken by AI. Your job's gonna be taken by somebody who can use AI and robotics and technology. You gotta be nosy. You gotta constantly be learning. You gotta reinvent everything. God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth, so you listen twice as much as you talk. But this article is about the $100,000 job that's going to go poof. That's right. We keep talking about race and all this stuff. No. The color's green. I keep telling you, it's not black or white or red or blue. It's green. And AI is about to deliver this message stronger than I can. I'm co-chair of the AI Ethics Council with Sam Altman, who I think is the Steve Jobs of this generation, a good guy. And I'm wishing him well as he and others from the West, hopefully, control this agenda, we put moral guardrails around AI as it continues to evolve. And I think it's generally a force for good. But if you have a job that's making $100,000 a year and it can be processed, it's gone. Now again, that job's like it's going to disappear and you have nothing, but you're going to have to learn pretty quickly how to run the technology that's running the world. This is not about a website or a new gadget. This is going to fundamentally reshape everything. This is the first in a series of articles I will do on this. Operation Hope is already pioneered financial literacy in the biggest platform in the country. We will now soon put AI literacy on top of our financial literacy. That's coming
later, but we did this partnership with the Georgia State University. Thank you, Dean Phillips there, and Mayor Andre Dickens, and Dr. Johnson, Atlanta Public Schools, and the heads of the 3 HBCUs, including Dr. French at the Clark Atlanta University, to vertically integrated AI LP3, artificial intelligence, AI literacy, pipeline to prosperity project. Took 50 kids a couple weeks ago and gave them these AI tools and gave them some mentors, unleashed them, and my God, it was influent. It was inspirational. My God, they showed us so much potential of what they can do. They created stuff in a week that would take in a team without tools 2 years, like that. And that's how fast it's going to happen. So they didn't let AI run over them. They ran with AI and created jobs and opportunities for the future. And that's what I want you to do. Everything's going to be remade. Everything. I want you to think about how you remake everything. Van Jones, who was on the AI Ethics Council with me, said that 99% of black folks don't know a thing about AI, and that should concern us. But 99% of white folks don't know a thing about AI either. We know it's important. Everybody knows it's important. They don't know what it is really. And it is your co-creator.
And that's why during these times they try to divide and pin races against each other and stuff like that, just to keep you from knowing. People fight about so many different things in life that they don't even care about the real shit no more. That's where we live at now. And when this next wave of the economical shift happens, in which it is happening, they're passing legislation for AI to run every system. I'm talking about your finances, everything. Banking is forever going to be changed. And there's still people sitting around talking about the mark of the beast, the mark of that. Oh, they're going to control your money. They already control your money. If you go against them, they already can stop you from banking. Duh. You don't have to get stuff in your skin. You have to take control of like your opportunities now. It is early for AI, for, robotics and stuff like that. You have to reprogram how you're thinking about this in order to take advantage of what's to come. And that's my message with this video right here, is not to scare anybody. You're just going to have to take a chance to change it up, or you're not going to be able to change with the times. A lot of y'all sitting here thinking just because I go outside, put my feet in the ground, and I get some sunlight, that good things are going to come. No, you have to, those downloads that you get, you're going to have to start using that to manipulate your environment around you to get what you want. You can't sit there and wait. Nobody's coming to save us, y'all. You save yourself. You are powerful within yourself, and that's why I tell you that. Not to say, oh, there's no higher power. No, but you save yourself. If your father is the higher spirit or the most high, then did he make a lame, weak-ass kid? No. Understand who you are, real talk. But let's get back to it, though.
It is your co-researcher. It is your collaborator. But most of all, it's the future. I want you to read this piece in time, share it with friends, give us your feedback. Don't be afraid of it. When you're being run out of town, get in front of the crowd and make it like a parade. Don't let this run you over. Don't let it scare you. This is like we went from horse and buggy in 1850 to the automobile in 1910. That was 60 years. The only difference is this is going to be 6 years, from 2024 essentially to 2030, not 60. But the same kind of sort of bottom to the top transformation is going to happen. 1 out of every 10 jobs in the 1800s was a farrier, somebody who changed horseshoes essentially. And every other job was probably tied to that. So imagine this, we're really just going through a revolution of thought and opportunity. More jobs will be on the back end of this, I believe, than are on the front end. It's the gap I'm concerned about. And we have got to bridge this gap, because 70% of this economy is consumer spending. That's you and me with opportunity. This is John Hope Bryant reporting in from the civil rights movement. Follow my podcast, Money and Wealth, and engage in this conversation.
What is it called? Sora? Sora. It can create entire scenes. Entire scenes that look realistic.
This is what's going to happen eventually. And this is not the right thing to say, especially about Hollywood. The idea of agencies, the idea of A&R, all of those jobs are about to be gone. And only thing you're going to have is content creators. And the content creators are going to cut the middleman of the agency out, and they're going to go straight to the advertisers and the people that pay the money.
Long term, the AI is going to be in charge, to be totally frank, not humans. If artificial intelligence vastly exceeds the sum of human intelligence, it is difficult to imagine that any humans will actually be in charge. So, we just need to make sure that AI is friendly.
We just need to make sure that AI is friendly. So Elon Musk is back at it again, warning the world that AI is going to take over humanity. These aren't warnings, beautiful people. These are announcements. The same people building the system are the ones pretending to fear it. That's not concern, that's conditioning. They're telling you that jobs are going to vanish, your phone's going to be obsolete, and every idea, every word, and every emotion will soon be AI generated. What they're really saying is that you won't be needed. The human experience, the spark of creativity, all replaced by algorithms owned by billionaires who already control the data. And the craziest part is, people are clapping for it, calling it progress. So let's face it, Elon, AI isn't taking over. We're handing it over. Every post that we post, every thought that we type, every conversation that we let smart devices listen to is training the very system that is going to replace us. And Musk literally knows it. He has been creating it for decades now. He's not panicking. He's profiting. It's the same old story, They break humanity and then they can try and sell you the upgrade. So Elon Musk is actually right, AI is taking over, not because it's smarter, but because we stopped being brave enough to think for ourselves. Machines don't need to enslave us. We're already doing it to ourselves. One download, one app, and one algorithm at a time. But obviously, once again, beautiful people, this was all just for entertainment. I'm just a satire account, and I'm as fictional as a dinosaur, baby.
Mankind will not be able to compete with artificial intelligence. It won't happen, and it's designed that way on purpose. I'm convinced now more than ever that this was always a part of the plan. I read Revelation 13 much differently now. When AI begins taking over the workforce, which has already started, we're already seeing it happen in white-collar positions, but when it begins happening on a broader scale at entry-level positions, you're going to see something you've never thought you would have seen ever in your life. This is how they're going to implement universal basic income. And when the Bible speaks of no man being able to buy or sell save he receive a mark, I think this is all how it fits together. I never used to think this because I never understood how AI would be such a prevalent factor in the end times until now. You might have heard me say this before and mention this, but in Daniel it speaks about the last kingdom before God comes back. And it says that kingdom, iron and clay, will try to mix. And I believe that speaking about technology or artificial intelligence in mankind, you're going to see like this cyborg, humanoid type of mixture taking place, but it's just not the way God intended it. These robots are going to be able to work around the clock. They're going to be able to work for no salary. What I'm saying is, guys, we're going to see something change here in the near future. A lot of people think we have about 5 to 10 years. Some people think we have more. I honestly think we have much less. We've seen how Sora AI is changing the game for video creation and how it's literally making some of the most realistic looking videos that some of us have ever seen. Even now at this stage, we can kind of tell it apart, but it's getting very blurry. And that happened much sooner than people thought it would have happened. That's why I believe we don't have 5 to 10 years, guys. I think maybe at most we're going to see about another 5 years. I think that this AI is just going to go off crazy, and that it's going to change the name of the game. It's going to change everything. And if you don't have Jesus Christ in your heart, if you're not seeking him, you're going to be stuck in this system. I'm telling you, I never thought it would have played out like this, but God's been showing me, God's been showing so many other people. I believe that artificial intelligence is a very, very integral component to the beast system. And Revelation 13, if you haven't read it, you have to go check it out now.
Imagine a convenience store run entirely by robots. No humans 24/7. Meet VenHub. Founded by former Amazon engineers, it's one of the US's first fully robot-run convenience stores located in North Hollywood. Customers order through a dedicated app, and within seconds, robotic arms pick up the items and deliver them to a pickup bin, a completely contactless and fast shopping experience. The modular design allows flexible placement. while AI handles inventory management, demand forecasting, and security, keeping operations smooth and efficient. VenHub is transforming retail in the US, tackling high labor costs and the challenges of round-the-clock convenience, one robot at a time. And as AI takes on more tasks like this, don't you wonder how it will reshape our daily lives and the future we're heading toward?
Well, Amazon is planning to replace 600,000 warehouse jobs by the year 2033. Instead, they're going to use AI to help cover some of those roles. Joining us now to talk more about this topic is the CEO and president of AI Square, Darren Kimura. Thanks so much for your time.
It's a pleasure to be here.
So what are your thoughts on Amazon replacing 600,000 jobs with AI by the year 2033, and how could this impact the workforce going forward?
Yeah, I mean, Amazon, like all major companies, are leaning into robotics and artificial intelligence. I think that headline in particular, it maybe is a little bit misleading, because what they were talking about in that particular case is their current expectation to double their growth by 2033, and the amount of jobs that would have otherwise been used. And of course, now with the implementation of robotics and AI, those jobs that wouldn't have to be hired. So it's more of jobs not hired for the future.
So with this new, inventions as AI continues to advance, it's
more of jobs not hired and been used. And of course, now with the implementation of robotics and AI, those jobs that wouldn't have to be hired. So it's more of jobs not hired for the future.
Okay. I wanted to kind of rewind it for a little bit, because as I'm listening to him talk, you see the number, and the number is diabolical. I just have to be candid about that. Obviously, when you think about 600,000 jobs, even 30,000 jobs, 3,000 jobs is too much, right? So if you've watched any of my videos, guys, you know I have been warning you of this. I have been talking about this for months, right? And my biggest takeaway that I see automatically is, yes, there is going to be a lot of disruptions with AI, but now is not the time to put your head in the sand like you're an ostrich or something and you don't see what's going on. If you're in, no matter what industry you're in, you're going to be affected by this AI transformation. Now, with that being said, I do believe a lot of companies are getting ahead of themselves, meaning that they don't even have the proper infrastructure in place, the data centers, the capacity to even run AI at the level that they're talking about. So a lot of this stuff is kind of pie in the sky right now. But if you have a big player like this, like Amazon, it can be Apple, Facebook, any of these people, they are typically what I call the tone setters. So whatever they do, it sort of trickles down in other people, other companies who is not as big, not as popular, but also still have infrastructure in place too.
Mark Zuckerberg just showed us the uncanny valley of AI jobs, and we need to talk about it. So Mark laid off 600 people in the AI division. Mark likes layoffs. This is interesting because the people in the AI division that he laid off, as far as I can tell, are not the same as the people he just offered hundreds of millions of dollars to join the AI division. You might be wondering, why are we swapping talent like this? Why not pay the people who are already there hundreds of millions of dollars? The answer is actually that they don't have the same skill sets, and that underlines what I am calling the uncanny valley effect. We are starting to see a situation, I think, where people who are AI engineers, who are qualified in many ways to work on AI applications and build great things, are not necessarily as qualified as they were to work at major model makers like OpenAI or Meta. And that is a shift. We have not seen that before. And I think what Mark is showing us is that the requirements to be on the cutting edge are getting harder and harder and harder, at the same time as the number of jobs for just building and applying AI tooling are exploding. And so folks who have been laid off at Meta have lots of opportunities to find roles at a tool builder or at a company implementing AI. But I am not as clear if they can just jump to another lab. Some of them can and will. We have seen enough times where there's layoffs and like OpenAI snaps up some of Meta's folks, Meta snaps up some of OpenAI's folks. That is going to happen. But one of the things I'm going to be keeping an eye on is, do we start to see this sort of two-class structure with AI engineers, where some of them have 2025 techniques and are able to work at sort of cutting-edge model makers, and some of them, maybe they have 2023 techniques, they're familiar with 2025 tooling, but maybe they're not on the cutting edge, and they end up working for an implementer or a tool builder instead, which is still a great living, and there's lots of jobs, but it means that we have this weird effect where AI researcher and AI engineer they don't mean the same thing everywhere. There's this weird sort of uncanny valley between the model makers and everybody else on what they mean by AI engineer. So keep that in mind, especially if you're targeting a role at Anthropic or at OpenAI or at Google or at Meta. It is a strange time, and it makes sense to pay attention when you see layoffs in an AI division, because that is unusual. And there's usually a story behind the story. Good luck.
If we don't get this right, artificial intelligence won't just shape the working class. It could wipe out the futures of millions of Black and brown families who already started this race behind the line. I am Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett. Today, I want to talk about something that is no longer theoretical, not 10 years away, but standing at America's front door right now. Artificial intelligence, automation, and the question of who will pay the price if we let a handful of tech billionaires write the rules. We are living in a moment where government shutdowns are threatened, healthcare is under attack, the climate is in crisis, authoritarian rhetoric is rising, wars are breaking out across the world, and a political system too often listens more to the wealthy than to working people. And in the middle of all that noise, there is a quiet revolution underway. AI and robotics are being deployed at high speed, and they can either liberate workers or erase an entire generation if we don't set real limits.
I wouldn't be so freaked out about AI if I were you, especially if I was a forward thinker, a person that's, you balance just right. You're not too emotional. You're not too attached to things that are within your norm. I know most people are very reluctant to change anything about themselves, their environment, things around them. You have a routine and you're comfortable. But a person like me, I'm comfortable being uncomfortable. So being uncomfortable isn't a thing for me anymore, because I put myself in so many situations to thrive, even if I didn't feel the best about that situation. Over time, I adapted a mindset and an ability to just do things without fear, without thinking. I'm just in the present. I'm enjoying the present, but I'm working on the things that I can visualize in my head. I can really sit here and think about something and create the schematics for it, and then later on put it together in real life. It just comes with practice. It sounds crazy when people say meditate and do this and that. No, it really does, y'all. And that's how I manifest things, like in my present time. Always been able to do it, because you just have to adapt a different mindset, not be fearful of these things. I'm not afraid of AI. I will get irritated if the shit don't work like the people that I love work. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I do enjoy talking to people. Sometimes I don't. But guess what? It'd be cool to split that bitch down to half, right? And then I can go to the store. It'd be cool to just split it into half. Because guess what? We can separate the people factories from the human factories, right? If I don't feel like talking to somebody today, I'll just go rock with the robots today. Y'all, if y'all see me over there rocking with the robots, just know I just ain't feel like talking to y'all last. For real. But if I'm over here with y'all, just know I'm in a mood where I just feel like talking. Sometimes I just be having things on my mind and I'm working on something. It's not always a bad thing. But yeah, man, let me know how y'all feel about the progression with AI and robotics, and how you feel about it. Have you lost your job? Have you pivoted? Have you started to look into taking different classes, getting different certifications in order to get these new jobs that are coming out? Because if you look at it, it could be a positive thing. You could go to get a certification and get a job that's paying a lot more than what you're getting right now. It just depends on your mindset and how you look at this situation. So this is not to fearmonger you, none of that stuff. I think, but at the same time, I do think that there's a possibility for some Terminator type shit. You know what I'm saying? Some iRobot type ish going on. That can go bad. But look, man, I'm not here to fearmonger y'all. I'm here to get y'all to think, man. Start getting out here and, you know, just thinking a little bit differently and freely for yourself. It's okay to come on this channel and dump all of your theories, your thoughts on here, because sometimes you got to get that out, y'all. And this is a safe space for everybody to come to, kick it with. You feel me? I don't be judging like that over here. You will catch a joke, a stray bullet here or there, but no, it comes from a place of love, and everybody can catch a joke. And I believe that everybody deserves a good time, and you deserve the information for what the people see as a whole that's transforming our reality together. You deserve to get that information and see what's going on. But look, don't be like the rest of these people and miss the wave where, you know, you can really break the matrix and disappear, because the financial revolution is happening. You don't have to have a lot of money. You just have to be in the right position. But do y'all research. I'll see you in the next video. But like I always say, spread love, because there's too much hate in this world. I love you guys. I see y'all in the next video. And I'm out though. Blah.